with rainwater beside the white chickens. That's it. But that's not the way William Carlos Williams published it. He published it in the second version, next to, which we'll say something about Gettysburg Address. And a poem is orchestrated. A poem, you know, if any of you play music, if you've seen a piece of music, there are rest stops, there are quarter rests, there are half rests, there are ligatures, and in poetry, every piece of punctuation is, the poem is scored. It's in one sense, it's a musical score. So you come to the end of a line, sometimes there'll be a comma, sometimes there won't, and if there's a comma, there's a slight hesitation. If there is no comma, then it's even a slighter hesitation. Think of it as an eighth note, and it impels you on to the next line. Sometimes there'll be a full stop. Sometimes there'll be a dash. Those are all kind of, and there's no standard way as you have in music, but poets develop their own kind of musical notation. But the end of the line is really important, and the way the end of the line, whether there's any punctuation. And so if you look, and I'm going to exaggerate reading this, but this is the way William Carlos Williams published this poem, in these very thin lines.
Do you have any more of them?
Yeah, more of the little ones.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, well, let me just use this for a moment. I'm just going to read it in a kind of exaggerated way. The red wheelbarrow. So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, glazed with rainwater beside the white chickens. Now, when I was in school, we said, well, what the hell, what does this poem mean? Well, it doesn't translate anything. It's not a symbol for anything. How do I know? I'm assuming it's not. I mean, you know, not because what William Carlos Williams wrote. I know the time that he wrote this. This was in the early part of the 20th century, in which they were trying to use the language of, or he was, and poets like him, of every day, but trying to get a sense of the things of this world. Things matter for their own sake. There's a well-known poem by Richard Williams, and the title of the poem is "Love Calls Us to the Things of This World." Well, for a poet like Williams, it's the things of this world that call us to love. It's being attentive to whatever we see, whether it's, you know,